How long does it take to create a habit, and how to do it? Habits are the silent architects of our lives. Every action, from how we start our mornings to how we unwind at night, is guided by the habits we've formed over time. Some habits empower us to thrive, while others hold us back. That's why understanding how to create and sustain habits is crucial. As Jim Rohn said, motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. Motivation sparks the desire for change, but it's the consistent practice of habits that leads to lasting success. But how long does it really take to form a habit? The popular 21-day rule claims it takes just 3 weeks. Sounds simple, right? Unfortunately, this idea is oversimplified and often misleading. Habit formation is a dynamic process influenced by mindset, environment, and the complexity of the behavior. In this guide, we'll explore the realities of habit creation, the time it takes, and actionable strategies to build habits that last. Whether you're looking to develop healthier routines, enhance productivity, or break bad habits, this blueprint has you covered. So grab a notebook, clear your mind, and let's dive into the science and art of habit building. The myth, 21 days to a habit. You've probably heard this claim. It takes 21 days to form a habit. But where did this idea originate? It comes from Dr. Maxwell Maltz, a plastic surgeon in the 1950s, who observed that his patients needed about 21 days to adjust to changes in their appearance. However, Maltz's observation was generalized over time into the 21-day rule, a myth suggesting that all habits can solidify in 3 weeks. Scientific research, like a study from University College London, tells a different story. On average, it takes 66 days to establish a new habit, but the actual time frame depends on factors like the complexity of the behavior, your consistency, and your environment. For instance, simple habits like drinking a glass of water each morning might take less time. More demanding habits like exercising daily could require months of persistence. Believing the 21-day myth can discourage people when they don't see results quickly. Instead, focus on building habits through small, sustainable steps. The goal isn't speed, it's consistency. By understanding the time and effort involved, you can set realistic expectations and stay motivated on your journey to lasting change. Jim Rohn's perspective on habits. Jim Rohn, a pioneer in personal development, saw habits as the building blocks of character and achievement. For him, habits were more than routines, they were the pathways to personal transformation. One of his most enduring insights is, success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. This underscores his belief that small, consistent actions are more powerful than grand, inconsistent efforts. Rohn likened personal growth to farming. He said, "You plant the seeds of good habits, nurture them through daily effort, and eventually reap the rewards." This analogy also applies to breaking bad habits, which he compared to removing weeds that threaten your harvest. His advice? Start with simple, actionable steps. For example, spend 30 minutes reading daily to expand your knowledge. Keep a gratitude journal to shift your mindset. Dedicate 10 minutes to morning exercise to energize your day. Rohn also emphasized accountability. By tracking your habits in a journal or app, you can reflect on progress and course correct as needed. Most importantly, he believed that habits should align with your values and long-term goals, bridging the gap between who you are today and who you aspire to be. His philosophy reminds us that the journey to creating habits isn't about perfection, it's about progress. The science of habit formation. Building habits is both an art and a science. The process of habit formation is rooted in psychology and neuroscience, which explain how our behaviors become automatic over time. At the core of every habit is the habit loop, a concept popularized by Charles Duhigg in The Power of Habit. This loop consists of 3 components. Cue, the trigger that prompts the habit, for example, feeling thirsty. Routine, the behavior itself, like drinking water. Reward, the satisfaction or benefit gained, such as feeling refreshed. This loop explains why habits stick. Over time, repeated behaviors strengthen neural pathways in the brain, particularly in the basal ganglia, a region associated with memory and motor control. This process, known as neuroplasticity, shows how our brains adapt through repetition. But how long does it really take to form a habit? Research from University College London found that it takes an average of 66 days, though simpler habits may form faster. The key isn't speed, it's repetition. The more you practice a behavior, the stronger those neural connections become. This also explains why breaking bad habits can be challenging. Unwanted behaviors are embedded in established neural pathways, but with deliberate effort and consistency, you can rewire your brain to replace them with positive habits. Understanding the science of habit formation empowers you to take control of your behaviors. By designing a supportive environment, focusing on consistency, and leveraging the habit loop, you can set yourself up for success. How to create habits that stick. Creating habits that stick isn't about willpower alone. It's about strategy. Here are 6 practical steps to build habits that last. 1. Start small. Big changes can feel overwhelming. Instead, focus on micro habits. For example, if you want to start journaling, begin by writing 1 sentence a day. Small wins build confidence and momentum. 2. Use triggers. Pair your new habit with an existing routine. For example, after brushing your teeth, do a 1-minute breathing exercise. Triggers act as reminders to initiate the habit. 3. Stay consistent. Consistency is the backbone of habit formation. Even if your effort feels small, showing up daily reinforces the habit. Remember Jim Rohn's wisdom. Success is a few simple disciplines practiced every day. 4. Reward yourself. Rewards motivate the brain to repeat behaviors. After completing your habit, treat yourself to something enjoyable, like a favorite snack or song. This strengthens the habit loop. 5. Track progress. Use a habit tracker, journal, or app to monitor your efforts. Visualizing your progress keeps you motivated and accountable. 6. Reframe failures. Setbacks are part of the journey. Instead of quitting, analyze what went wrong and adjust your approach. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. These strategies ensure that your habits become a natural and sustainable part of your daily routine. Start small, stay consistent, and celebrate every milestone along the way. Overcoming challenges. Every journey to create or break a habit comes with obstacles. Let's address some common challenges and how to overcome them. Procrastination. Putting things off often stems from fear or feeling overwhelmed. Break tasks into smaller steps. The 2-minute rule can help. Commit to just 2 minutes of action, like putting on workout clothes. Often, starting is the hardest part. Distractions. In a world full of notifications, staying focused is tough. Create a distraction-free zone by turning off unnecessary alerts and setting clear boundaries. Apps like Freedom or Forest can help maintain focus. Self-doubt. Negative self-talk can derail progress. Replace thoughts like "I can't" with "I'll try." Surround yourself with supportive individuals who uplift you. Setbacks. Failure isn't the end, it's a lesson. Analyze what went wrong, adjust your strategy, and keep moving forward. As Jim Rohn said, how long should you try? Until. Environmental triggers. Your surroundings can make or break a habit. Remove temptations and replace them with positive cues. For example, keep a water bottle visible to encourage hydration. By addressing these challenges proactively, you can navigate setbacks and stay on track. Resilience and adaptability are the keys to lasting success. Inspirational stories. Inspiration often comes from real-life stories of transformation. Jim Rohn's own journey is a perfect example. At 25, Rohn was struggling financially, working odd jobs to make ends meet. Then he met Earl Schoaf, his mentor, who introduced him to the power of habits. Rohn began practicing daily disciplines, reading, journaling, and reflecting. Over time, these habits transformed his mindset and life, turning him into one of the most influential figures in personal development. Tony Robbins, one of Rohn's protégés, also exemplifies the power of habits. Once a janitor facing financial struggles, Robbins adopted Rohn's principles, focusing on daily improvement. From consistent reading to disciplined health routines, Robbins transformed his life, becoming a global motivational leader. These stories show that success isn't about massive changes, it's about small, consistent actions. Habits are the foundation of success. While the 21-day myth suggests quick fixes, the truth is that lasting change requires consistency, patience, and intention. As Jim Rohn taught us, success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Focus on progress, not perfection. Whether it's developing a new habit or breaking an old one, start small and stay consistent. So, what habit will you start today? Share your goal in the comments, and let's support each other on this journey. Together, let's build habits that transform our lives.